You know it's going to be a fun diecast review when you find spaghetti stains on a freaking 164 diecast. Holy crap. This is going to be a fun review. Here is Elliott Sadler's 2012 One Main Financial Chevrolet Impala. Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Well, with a freaking awesome diecast that Mr. Robbie Nolan sent us, here is Elliott Sadler's 2012 One Main Financial Chevrolet Impala. And you know, this diecast reminds me of a video OBB did probably a couple months ago. He did a City Financial diecast review. It was 2006 Ford Fusion. Well, anyways, for those who don't know, City Financial turned into One Main Financial, and they stayed with Elliott Sadler practically through his entire Xfinity career. And I tell you what, man, this is a banging diecast. And I remember back in, you know, the 2011, 2012, watching this cat. I remember like the ESPN Nationwide / Xfinity races, and you know, Elliott Sadler winning at like Bristol or something, winning at like Dover, you know, just one of those one-off events. You know, it was just so freaking cool. And you know, back in those days, they had so many different drivers, and it was pretty fun. You know, of course, you had the bushwhackers who came in like Kyle Busch and just won everything. But we got so many more diecasts back in the day for the Xfinity series, and you know, I really hope we get to that point soon. You know, it's remarkable to me how you have extremely popular and talented drivers like Cole Custer, Chase Briscoe, and Austin Cindric, and you only get like maybe 3 diecasts made of their entire Xfinity career. Like, it just blows my freaking mind, man. It's like, how in the world does that happen? You know, back in the day, if insert generic Matt Kenseth went into a freaking Xfinity race, you bet your bottom dollar they're going to make a diecast for it. Anyways, folks, here is the box design. Very simple, you know, a generic Richard Childress Racing box. I would say it's not that bad. I tell you what, though, what I would love to see is the RCR font to be white and the rest of the box to be red. You know, I think that would have looked really cool, the red on the box instead of just a steel gray, but it is what it is. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this Elliott Sadler diecast right out of the box. Alrighty, folks, right out of that good old box, and whoa, man, like, who remembers these 2012 Impalas, man? Look, they weren't the cats meow every week, but I tell you what, though, there's just something just kind of obscure about these last generation Impalas, man. They were really cool. You know, of course, the Cup cars in 2012 ran the Impalas. 2012, of course, the NASCAR Nationwide Series ran it as well. But this was just one of those cool paint schemes, man. I remember the RCR number 2 car. You know, it's crazy to think this cat ran for Joe Gibbs Racing. He ran for Roush. He ran for JRM. Richard Childress Racing with the same sponsor. It was crazy. You know, he drove the 11 car for Gibbs. He drove the 2 for good old RCR. He drove the 1 car for JRM, and then he even drove the 1 car for Roush. You know, this cat bounced around so much in the 2010s in the Xfinity program. But the one thing that was a constant thing for him, he was always competitive. Like, he truthfully was. And there was some times he could have easily won the championship and the craziest crap would happen to him. So I don't know what the heck this crap is on the diecast. I don't know if it's freaking glue or grease. I don't know what the biff it is, but hopefully it gets off the car here. There we go, kind of scraping it off. So you got One Main Financial there. You got the Chevrolet bow tie, Impala right there. It's just so interesting looking at the front of these Impalas back in yesteryear. They were quite something to look at. They really were. They kind of had like a rounded off nose. But if I had to be God honest with y'all, the headlights for this car with that front kind of smooth front end, it looks so much like a 98 Ford Taurus. I mean, doesn't it look like a 98 Ford Taurus, like the catfish eyes? That's what it looks like, man. It looks freaking awesome. So you got the Impala decal there. You got the number 2, Moog, Comp, Elderbrock, Sunoco, JE. Of course, you have your, RCR logo right there. And look at the whole front nose of this car. The whole front valence. I mean, holy crap. You got a snowplow on it. Baby blue there. You got the dark blue. And you kind of have like a burgundy red. I love that. That is a very nice color combination. You know, back in the day, you know, back in 2012, this was one of the most modern paint schemes on the track, I might add. Like, this was one of those, I wouldn't say cutting edge diecasts, but it was certainly very popular around like the financial digital style paint schemes. So over to the left side of this diecast, of course, you have, you know, your Goodyear logo. We got NASCAR race car. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. Let's see what we can see on the diecast. And good God almighty, look at the Elliott Sadler name banner there. Holy crap. I don't know if it's supposed to be there or not, but apparently it is, because the whole name banner is over the B post. You know, if I wanted to put a name banner on a diecast, I'd put it right above the driver's side window. I wouldn't want it kicked back to the middle of the car, but whatever floats your goat. So let's get a closer look here. There's like some type of decal chip or something right there in the middle of the B post. I can't tell what that logo is. I see Champion, and I want to say it looks like Realtree almost there. Not sure on that one. Got Bad Boy buggies there. One Main Financial, got Safety Clean, I think that's Winn-Dixie there. American Ethanol, Hunt Brothers Pizza, Freightliner once again, Sherwin-Williams, and I love that number 2, man. It really brings me back to NASCAR The Game 2011. I think they had this car, but it was actually on the actual Cup car, right? They just had the same paint scheme or whatnot. It was pretty interesting how they did that back in 2011, 2012 with, you know, the Technics games. And they even did that. I mean, they even had like Chase Elliott, I think like in the NASCAR 2004 or 2014, 2013, whatever it was. They had his Xfinity / Nationwide car there. So this is probably one of my favorite features of this diecast. When's the last time you seen a baby blue side skirt? Holy moly, that's beautiful, man. Wow. That's old school. I like that. Cup Series, NASCAR race car, Mechanics Work, Holly 3M, MSD, Featherlight, Odometer, Jegs, and ARP. Beautiful diecast, guys. This is a really cool piece here. And holy crap! What happened to the caboose of this car? Holy moly, this thing took a fat L. So you go into the caboose of this diecast, and wow, look at the paint chips all about the whole back end here. So one, the decals not even properly placed, because this taillight logo is so far down. I mean, wow. They really screwed that one up. The spoiler isn't even properly wrapped or painted. But I mean, look at the whole back bumper decal. This doesn't even line up. And this doesn't even line up, really. And then you have all the decal chips down here. It's almost like they put it on the car, they moved it, or it fell off, and it started to flake, and they tried to move it again. Oh, Jesus. So, luckily, it didn't damage the bow tie. We got the number 2 right there, and One Main Financial, and then Akuma. Over here on the right side of the diecast, and what the heck is that? Oh my god, what is that? Spaghetti stains on the freaking car? Holy crap. Wow. Try to get that off the car there. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen freaking food on a diecast. Of course, you have the Nationwide banner here, and I'm not sure if they're actually supposed to have kind of a sun visor underneath it, or they just decided to stamp the logo there. I'm not too sure on that, honestly. We got the number 2 right here on the roof. Very simple, very clean. You know, the maroon number 2, a white stripe, a blue stripe, and then even a bolder white outline. And of course, over here on the deck lid, One Main Financial, once again, and the shark fin is painted black. I gotta say, folks, this is a fantastic diecast. Sure, the quality is not the greatest when you see freaking spaghetti stains on your diecast, but that's besides the point. You know, Elliott Sadler was a journeyman in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. You know, Michael Waltrip was the journeyman of the Cup Series. He was pretty much the standard definition of that, losing, what, like 430-something races and then finally winning his first one. Elliott Sadler was kind of the journeyman of the Xfinity / Busch / Nationwide Series. Everyone kind of liked him. He just kind of hung around, good with his sponsors, and he wasn't that bad of a race car driver. I mean, this cat nearly won championships in the 2010s, you know. He should have won one with JRM. He really should have. It didn't work out, but you know what? I still think he's an awesome driver, and I definitely think he left a good impression of the sport. And you know, he's won in the Cup Series too. People forget that, but he's won Bristol in 2001 with the Wood Brothers. Then he won Texas in 2004 with Robert Yates Racing. Both of those are Cup Series wins, so you can't say too much about him. Winning at Bristol and Texas back in the Gen 4 days, I tell you what, man, that's tough to do, because those cats had, the competition back in the early 2000s at those, the oval tracks. I mean, you could go to a track in 2002, and Johnny Benson could win one week, and then next week, Matt Kenseth wins. You know, it was just, anybody could freaking win back in those years. It was pretty cool. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about this 2012 Elliott Sadler Nationwide Diecast. Pretty cool little piece here. I like this diecast a lot. Very thankful to Mr. Robbie Noonan for sending me this car. Literally early last year. Very cool car. And hope you're having a great one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, diecast videos every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can tune in for diecast reviews, hauls, heck, collection tours, whatever it is, just something cool to check out every day. You can hit that notification bell if you don't mind as well. And Diecastbuffet, holding a Elliott Sadler diecast, signing off.